All right. What's really going on? Bitcoin cryptocurrency today. I'm going to be taking a look at XLM against USDT. I'm going to be assessing some of these key technical aspects of price action moving forward. I'm going to be looking for the pivotal areas of support and resistance I believe we're going to be interacting with in the very near future here. Let me know in the comments down below. Are you bullish? Are you bearish? Do you trade? Do you hold? Or do you let the price action unfold? What are you doing with your bag? If you have one, are you bullish on price action, buying these dips, accumulating in these lows? Do you think we finally found support and we have, 70, 80 cents ahead of us? Or are you bearish on price action? Do you think there's more lows and we're going to plow through 25 cents, 10 cents, straight to zero? Let me know your thoughts on the direction of XLM down in the comment section below. Jumping right into it, to kind of recap price action that has traveled from and returned to this critical 24-cent level. We have price action interacting with it, plowing through it kind of thing from the sort of beginning of January of this year, getting rejected off of 38 cents and then returning to 24 cents to find kind of support, reaching below it with wicks during certain days. Ultimately being bullish enough to find its way through previous resistance at 38 cents to set some higher highs, but then return to it to find it as support in addition to reaching below it. So we have multiple examples of price action, plowing through overhead resistance, then returning to it as support, and even trying to swing down below kind of thing, searching for lows before that key level. Price action was looking very bullish. We were, bouncing, setting higher highs, higher lows. We were looking, euphoric at these 70, 80 cents levels that we came from, but the dreaded abrupt change of momentum on the kind of 19th of May there sent us plummeting into this phase of consolidation, which we would slightly appear to be coming out of at the moment, as we do have a very bullish kind of bounce off of a very kind of key range here. And, all of this price action between the highs that we kind of came from, and now we're going to be very key moving forward. And I don't think we'll spend too long between these levels, kind of in the sort of like midterm, if we have found a bottom here. So lots going on for XLM price action, bouncing off of a current invisible key level that will soon to be revealed. Right now we are pumping above kind of support. We're going to interact with resistance. Eventually we'll have to see where we kind of pull back to and where we can confirm a kind of new low as support. But a new perspective can be considered when we turn on EngineeringRobo. In addition to the fettuccine lines of Lamborghinis, Bugattis, Illuminatis, and bikinis, we can see apparently resistance around 32 cents, suggested by the 0.382 fettuccine line there. That could be potential sell level that sends us back down to wherever our new support is. Price action can be further confirmed as a bottom, even if we see lows around 25 cents. The longer we stay above 25 cents, the more bullish we can be about this kind of like low here. But we can be far more bullish in the short term, in my opinion, if we can break above and return to, and then hold 32 cents, that 0.382 fettuccine line. Price action supported by the buy for, which we haven't seen since the kind of dreaded 19th of May there, sending price action into this crazy phase of consolidation below the 200 daily moving average, which will also give us a hard time once we return to it. Currently, it is around my resistance line at 38 cents, and it's under the 0.5 Fibonacci level at 41 cents. And so that's definitely going to be sell pressure ahead moving forward. Although in the short term, this buy pressure coming from this very strong bounce near 21 cents, the 0.236 Fibonacci level, that's going to be very critical support, and it has been very bullish so far. Not even we're supported by, like I said, the buy 4. We've been seeing some very bullish short-term upside here. Now, I do suspect a pullback. I'm always looking for support, and I do suggest that resistance is near kind of 32 cents, sort of just ahead. We'll have to see how we interact with that level and how significant resistance is at that range. Price action looking very bullish against USDT. We do have some resistance ahead. We still are below the 200 daily moving average, which might take a few days, a couple weeks to get above and then confirm as support, but to get further confirmation of the uptrend in the sort of like mid to long term. Although this is looking very, very bullish and a very high potential as a bottom, as price action is recovering very nicely and is wanted to be bullish kind of all throughout this downside. So buy pressure finally coming into play, but I do believe a new perspective can be considered. When we swap to XLM against the price of Bitcoin, what do we have here? We have the buy 4 on the 22nd of July, and then a few days later, the sell 4 has returned against the XLMBTC chart, which does suggest that we might have some sell pressure against the price of Bitcoin, which could correlate with the upcoming resistance and pullback that I aforementioned. And so price action, definitely is near a very key level of support, near that to a 0.236 Fibonacci level. 656 Satoshi is going to be a very strong level of support that we have consolidated above for a kind of period of kind of weeks here between the 10th of March of 2021 all the way to the 4th of April of this year. And then we had a buy for supporting the breakout upward in addition to price action above the 200 daily moving average. So we had a lot of reasons to be bullish during that upward breakout, although the 200 daily this time is well above price action currently, above resistance present near 840 Satoshi, the 0.382 Fibonacci line. The underside of that 200 daily against the price of Bitcoin might give us a hard time kind of moving forward. Like I said, price action interacting with support, in my opinion, overhead resistance at 750 Satoshi might give us a hard time kind of moving forward, and we will have to kind of break upward and confirm that as support, in my opinion, although we have multiple days on the 16th of July, and then the kind of like 22nd and 23rd of July as well, with the price action breaking resistance in that range. So definitely wants to be bullish, and we are near a what seems to be a key level to accumulate, but keep in mind, sell pressure. Now, lots going on against the price of Bitcoin XLM in a very kind of key pivotal state at the moment. But a new perspective can be considered when we consider Bitcoin against USDT. We can see Bitcoin being ever so bullish, telling all the bears so they shouldn't be bearish. I mean, like, I've been suggesting significant resistance at the 0.618 Fibonacci line here. $41,500 is going to be very critical moving forward. We are experiencing sell pressure at this level, but we are so bullish. Sell pressure seems to be weakening, and I personally would like to see further confirmation of the 0.618 as support. Like, I would like to see price action, set some significant highs, perhaps near the underside of the 200 daily moving average, and then confirm some of this price action that we just kind of plowed through as support here, as we did kind of come from this kind of bottom range. The 0.5 Fibonacci line, 34,000 is still a pullback target that I do believe is not impossible before we see all-time highs even. So technically at the moment we are still sideways, in my opinion. We do have the buy for coming into play, supporting price action in the short term, suggesting buy pressure is ever so present. Fundamentally, Bitcoin has been very bullish through all this technical downside we've been experiencing from current euphoric local kind of all-time highs at the moment. We have the sell for on the 12th of May of this year, sending price action plummeting all the way below the 200 daily and into this dreaded state of fearful, uncertain, and doubtful traders in the ever so volatile crypto sphere. But price action recovering very nicely, a very vertical recovery that I was not suggesting would occur, in my opinion. I thought we would have to step through all these ranges, but that just shows me for being even a little bit bearish on Bitcoin. So it's never a bad time to buy Bitcoin, only better, recovering very nicely. This is very bullish. We'll have to see how this upcoming resistance plays out, and there is still a lot of levels where traders will be taking profit along the way before we even get to all-time highs and then some. Long term, we can still be bullish on Bitcoin, in my opinion. When we consider perhaps the fear and greed index, we can see the top of the what's called FOMO zone up there all the way near $105,000 per Bitcoin. So that is still a suggested market top that is very much possible for this year to the beginning of next. And so long term, still very bullish on Bitcoin, although I do believe we are still currently in that phase of accumulation, and we are still recovering from the dreaded kind of pullback and sell off from the local top near $60-something thousand. So what's going on for Bitcoin? Definitely trapped still in sideways momentum here. There's definitely plenty of room. Tens of thousands of dollars in either direction could unfold here, and we could still kind of be uncertain of the direction of Bitcoin in the sort of midterm. We've been very bullish over the last couple of weeks, so we will have to see where this momentum will exhaust, where the pullback will occur, and just where support can be found. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for hearing my analysis. Try EngineeringRobo free with the link in the description. Subscribe here on YouTube. Check out all the other social media down below. Let me know in the comment section. Are you bullish? Are you bearish? Have you been buying all these lows? Are you accumulating at the support lines? Or did you sell your whole bag? Were you bearish the whole time? Do you think we were heading through the teens, through the tens, back to zero, where we came from? Are you still bearish on price action even through all this recovery? You think this is just a fake out upward and we're headed to zero still? Let me know your thoughts on the direction of price action down in the comments section below. Thank you for tuning in, and tune in for the next one.